Welcome to the DK His, as you know what we talking about. Welcome to the DK His, that's what we gonna run our mouth. Hey y'all, just a little disclaimer. Everything is for entertainment purposes only. Everything is alleged. I don't know none of these people. I'm just giving my thoughts, my opinions, predictions on what I think I see and know and hear. And I want you to do the same down in the comment section. So don't take everything too seriously, but only with a grain of salt, because we be shoving it up in this kitchen. And welcome, glad to have you. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you've been here a couple of times, we'd love to have you in the fam bam. All right, let's talk about it. Foxy, Foxy, ooh she Foxy, ooh she Foxy, Foxy Brown, Foxy, Foxy, ooh she Foxy, ooh she Foxy, Foxy Brown. All right, y'all, let's get into the mother freaking deal. Okay, apparently Foxy Brown has been off the scene, and everybody been wanting to know what's going on with Foxy Brown. And I was wanting to know. I didn't know if she was still living or alive or whatever. And apparently she's still here, baby. So, baby, if you're still here, where are the beats? Where's the music? Where's the moolah? You know what I'm saying? But allegedly some things went on to make her keep quiet, keep silent, and she's been off the scene. And I just want to say this: Foxy Brown is one of my favorite old school artists, and she's beautiful, she's talented, she's gorgeous. She has had some dirt thrown on her name for pretty good reason, but no good reason at the same motherfucking time. And she's been through a motherfucking lot. But one thing I can say about Foxy, one thing I admire about Foxy Brown is that she's still standing. She still has a positive attitude. She still loves hard and genuinely and loves people. And I ain't gonna say that. But should I say it, y'all? She could have been the next Miss Carter. Nah, Miss playing. Nah, she said they were just friends. She said they were just friends. But anyway, so at the end of the motherfucking day, this is alleged, just stuff I've heard, and I'm just here to talk about it. Okay, we're not gonna get into that part, because she said she's real good friends with Beyonce, the Carters and Miss Carter, and she said she's good friends with Jay. But it was a lot of talk in TV land. But at the end of the day, she's still around. But the sad part is she went on this news podcast that was on the station, that I'm going to try to pin the station at the bottom, because I was taking clips of what I was seeing. Snap. So anyway, stay tuned. You'll see where I got most of these clips from. But, so thank you for that. But it's like she has the very thing that people loved her for taken away. And to be honest, I prefer Foxy over Kim. I ain't gonna cap to you, but I think it was a competition going on between them. They even said that they had like stuff was shots, was literal shots, could have been fired. But since then they have made up. But legally they really didn't have to make up, because she was forced out of the scene due to a health condition. Yes, Foxy was not able to speak. She was deaf. She was mute for a moment of time. And technically they say she still is. And it just came out of nowhere. So it's like it really affected her performances and her whatever. And recently I think she had came out in the 2000s to do a performance, and people were trying to clown her because she couldn't hear the lyrics. Like, she literally supposedly cannot even hear. Like, she's supposed to be deaf. And this is coming from a woman who wasn't deaf before. And it really took a toll on her. It really hurt her really, really bad. She was really, really hurting from this. And I just couldn't imagine that that's what happened to her. Because and she cried a lot on that show with Monique, which broke me down. And she was with the original Foxy Brown that she wanted to take her name from, that she said she was henceforth and very close to. But I will say this, like, baby, you're the freaking GOAT. They had to take you out by any means necessary, and that was the only way they could do it. And at the end of the day, they still not doing it. You feel me? They not doing it. They can't do it. But they could do only what you let them do. Girl, yo, what? That ain't nothing but a word. You can't talk, can't speak. I seen people done for less. Pray that stuff away. Pray that issue away. You don't have to stand on that. You don't have to accept that. You are more powerful than what they say about you. You're more powerful than what they think about you. And yeah, some things happen, some things transpire, but guess what? At the end of the day, you was young and dumb. And you was younger than young and dumb. So at the end of the day, like, I don't think you of you no kind of way. I don't think any less of you no kind of way. And yeah, I said that I preferred her over Nikki, and that was only because Nikki was spreading the eagle wide, like in the scenes when I was first coming on the scenes, and I just couldn't relate. It wasn't that she was just a terrible singer, because Kim did her thing too. But Foxy she was giving it the raw, like she had that voice that I just really rock with, and she wasn't showing her body, her skin like that, and maybe that's why they didn't want her, because they had an agenda to push, and they have since pushed this like women's sexuality really, 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 really sell. So maybe because she didn't want to do that, maybe because she was refusing to do that, and maybe they got rid of her. I don't know, because to be honest, I still think Foxy was legit. The Foxy got bars, and I was able to hear one of her singing performances after the fact when she was supposed to have went deaf, and she was performing one of her songs, and it still sounded amazing. And shout out to her for, still breathing life and existence. But like, I feel like it's a disservice to your fans. Like, don't give up. Don't say that's the be all end all. Like, you are the creator of your own reality, and if you say you want to hear, if you say you want to speak. That's what the Bible said. Speak that stuff into existence. He said it was so, and it was so. He said he wanted to be light, and it was light. You know what I'm saying? So he said he wants somebody to have life, they had life. So speak that into the existence, because we are God's sons and daughters. So at the end of the day, like, I really hate what happened to her, because like, she really was brokenhearted, like deep in her soul, like brokenhearted, and I hate that she let them win. Like, she was young, she didn't know no better, but at the end of the day, she was winning and didn't even know it. Winning so much that people did not want you to speak on it. They didn't want you to talk about it. They didn't want you to believe that you could come out of that. Like, literally, you could come out of that, because I feel like it was a spiritual attack. I don't feel like it was a natural thing. I feel like it was a spiritual attack that was unseen, put against you to just end you, or to just to silence you, should I say, to shut you up, and it succeeded. And when you're focused on your suffering and your pain, the last thing you're going to think about is your triumph, your victory, your vigor, but you got to. That's the only thing that's going to keep you strong and vibrant, is focusing on what makes you strong and what's strong about you. I just want to say that you're just beautiful. Your hair, your natural hair is gorgeous. Your skin, complexion is gorgeous. You was serving for the brown girls before the brown girls knew what was serving for the brown girls was. Your name was Clicky. If you can't use that name, use a different name. Come up with your own new brand, or use the same brand if you can legally. Due to the situation, you may not be able to legally do that, but just know that you're so strong, because had that happened to the average person, like, they would have probably done the same thing that you did. But just know that you're not the average person, because literally somebody tried to, in my opinion, shut you up, take you out, but not like physically, because you're still here, but literally, like, what is a singer without her song? What is a musician without their ears? Like, your whole career down the drain, just like that fast. That's crazy to me. So just know, like, at the end of the day, when you have so many people coming for you, just know you're a victor. Because baby, they done came, they done tried many and failed. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's when nobody's coming for you, nobody's reaching for you, is when you're not a threat. You're only a threat when they come in droves and in numbers. Because at the end of the day, you're going to feel like, oh, why are these people coming for me? What did I do to them? What did I ever do? Baby, you're a threat. Baby, you have rough in life in your existence, and they fear you. Basically, that's what that is. It never was that, oh, I'm just not meant to do this, I'm not meant to be here, I'm not this, I'm not that. No, if you was never that, they wouldn't be coming for you. Because why would they? Why would they have to? Why would that be a thought? So, girl, just keep hope alive. Keep, praying on that thing. I'll be praying on that thing for you. And come back to the scene. We miss you. We literally miss you. And the dirt that they're speaking on your name, that one little thing, girl, it happens to a lot of people. There's nothing to be ashamed of. You have nothing, absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. And I feel like you have that shame and that guilt in your heart. But it's nothing to be ashamed of. Believe me, I've done it. I've been there. So it happens. And I did it when I was older than you. So young people get a pass. Young people get several passes. Literally, I didn't start maturing till later on in life. It's still things that I just found out. So considering the fact that you did not know any better, you were not protected, you was a sheep among wolves, and you maneuvered that thing the way you maneuvered it, be thankful, be grateful, triumph in that victory. Because at the end of the day, if you focus on the atrocities, you can't focus on the victory that got you through. You're here today when you were counted out. You're here today when you were left out, not thought of, not heard from again. But everybody's thought about you. Everybody's got you on their mind, their brain. And for people to say, bring up your past, tainted past or whatever, as if they have no past of their own is ridiculous. Because he who has no past cast the first stone. They can't. They motherfucking can't. So don't ever feel like you alone in these streets, or that you did wrong, or you did something wrong and you can't hold your head up, motherfucking. How you hold it up higher than anybody out here in this motherfucking building, this motherfucking league? But guess what? They tried you. They tried it. But it's only if you let them succeed will they ever succeed, because they only can succeed if you let them. And at the end of the day, they don't get the last word. They don't get the motherfucking last laugh. You do. Okay? That's how that go. That's how they play. Play the cards. Throw your hand. Play the cards that you dealt. But play the game and win. Do better. Win better. So I cannot wait to hear this music from Foxy Brown. I know a couple years back she said she's coming out with some music. Girl, I don't care if you got to put it on YouTube. We want to hear it. And I was looking on YouTube and I saw a couple songs and they was fire. I don't know if they were new or recent, but it said it was produced within a month. But then too, I don't know if you own the titles to your likeness or your sound still, or somebody has taken it over, because allegedly they're taking people over in these streets, allegedly. So I don't know, but the sound sounded amazing. So y'all go check out Foxy Brown's music. 2 songs were released about a month ago. They both was fire. They was like, and girl, if that was you, you look amazing. You look 19. You look good. If those were you and if those videos are recent, girl, you're serving looks. You're giving it to the girls, and we want you to keep giving it to the girls. Please and thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. That part. Well, as always, thank you for stopping by at his house for your alleged tea, entertainment, and gossip and predictions. And we will definitely have more. So definitely come back and see us. And if you want to be notified, hit that bell and also subscribe, especially if you've been here before. Come back again and again. But subscribe and join the fam band. We'd love to have you. And if you liked anything that was said on today, or even made you laugh, joke, think, ponder, make sure you hit that thumbs up or that like button, especially if you agree or disagree, and comment down below.